Hey everyone, welcome back to KT Sessions. Today we are diving into a practical and time-saving topic which is CSV automations. Whether you want to read the data from the CSV file or you want to write the data to CSV file, we can automate all those steps. So let's go to the flow, and in action pane we can see two actions. One is read from CSV file and another one is write to CSV file, and these actions are available under file. So now if we want to read the text from a CSV file, we need a CSV file, and if we want to write to CSV file, we need a data table, data row or list which we want to write to the CSV file. In previous video, we have discovered how we can use data tables, how we can read or write the Excel files. And in today's session, we are going to get some data from this Excel file, and we are going to write this data to the CSV. Okay. So I have data of some employees. Okay. So for this, first of all, I'm going to launch the Excel so that I can get some data of the Excel into data table, and that data table I'm going to use in our write to CSV action. Okay, so this is the path of the document of the Excel document. I want to open it, and then I want to read the data of this. Okay, read from Excel worksheet, and here I am going to read all available values, and it will produce one variable of data type, data table type, Excel data, and this Excel data we are going to write into our CSV file. All right, after that we are going to close the Excel file. Okay, so let me run this flow. Here we go. Our flow has successfully completed, and we can see the data of the Excel file in this Excel data table. Okay, now we are going to use this data table. So let me go to the file actions, and in this we have write to CSV file action. So if you want to write the data in an existing document or a new CSV document, you can give the path of the document here in file path. Okay, so for example, I want to write the data into a document and this is the path of that document, but this document doesn't exist. So in that case, Power Automate desktop will create that document. Okay, so on desktop we don't have any CSV document, so it will create that document and variable to write. So here we can give a data table, data row or a list. So we have one data table, Excel data, so I'm going to use this, and encoding you can also select. Okay, UTF-8, ASCII, Unicode, etc. And in advance, first option is include column names, means okay, we can turn this on, and if I like this, then override the existing content, or we can append the content as well. And if it doesn't exist, this there isn't any use of this function. And separator, system default, comma, semicolon, tab, whatever you want to select, you can select. As of now, I have selected the system default. And use custom column separator. For example, if you want to use any other separator apart from comma, semicolon and tab, so you can turn this one and you can give the name of that separator, or you can give the separator. But I want to use the system default separator, so I've selected this. All right, so let me click on save and let me run the flow again, and let me show you. So when we run the flow, it will create one new CSV file on our desktop. See, you can see this here. Our flow is completed. Let me open this CSV file. You can see this. Our CSV file contains the data of the Excel. So this is how we can write the data to the CSV file, and if it doesn't exist, then Power Automate desktop will create that CSV file for us. And if we want to append the data or overwrite the data in any existing CSV file, then we can select the advanced option accordingly. Okay, now we'll see how can we read the data from the CSV file. For this, we are going to use read from CSV file, and here we need to give the path of the file. Now we already have one CSV file. Okay, so we can give the path of this CSV file. Okay, and I want to read the data from this. So it will produce one variable which will be data table. Under advanced, we have some options. So if you want to trim the fields, so you can turn this on. So it will trim off the leading and trailing white spaces of the extracted cells. And first line contains column name. Yes, our first line contains the column names and column separator predefined. So whatever column separator is defined in the Excel file, so CSV file, it is going to use the same. And separator system default and variable produce CSV file. Click on save and let me run the flow. And add flow variable, you can see this CSV table, data table. Okay, so when I will open it, we can see all the data of the CSV file. Now we can proceed further and we can process this data, and then at the end we can save this data table to our CSV file. Means after processing the data, we will get the updated data table and we can write that data back to the CSV file. Okay, so if you want to know more about the data tables, you can check out our previous video on data table. All right, so and that's it. You have just automated a CSV workflow with Power Automate text tool. This tool is powerful, and with a bit of creativity, you can automate a lot more than just CSV task. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tutorials, and let us know in the comments what you will like to see next. Thanks for watching and happy automating, guys.